everyone, and welcome to Pairings. I'm Susan.
And I'm Chantal, and we are here with one of my favorite people, Piper Malone. Yay!
Hello, thank you for having me today.
We are so excited. So
Yes.
today we are talking about Piper. You have this great series, and we're talking about the first book in your series, which is Pizza Guy. Pizza Guy from Beachside. I was thinking Beachside Boardwalk. I don't, but I got like all excited. I was thinking about all the food already. And you have what number book is this that you've written thus far?
Total?
Yeah.
So the Beachside Boys series, the Pizza Guy, the Fry Guy, and the Donut Guy from Beachside will be books 9, 10, and 11.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I can't believe I'm in double digits. Like that's
That's so
That's
exciting.
wild.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is such a great series that, for summer.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking about when you decided on this series? So
the origins of the Pizza Guy from Beachside actually started in the grocery store, of all places. For the longest time, I would go to the grocery store on a Saturday morning, and there was a guy who was stocking soda on the shelves. And I saw him every Saturday, and this guy was just a delight to view in the beverage aisle, stacking cases of soda. And I went and talked to one of my friends, and I said, I saw the hottest guy in the grocery store. And so we started calling him Soda Guy. And she would ask me every Monday, oh, did you go to the grocery store? Did you see Soda Guy? And I thought, wouldn't it be so fun to write a story that happens in the grocery store of all places? And I kept turning around that idea and thinking about wanting to write about food because I love food, and wanted to focus on one of my favorite foods, which is pizza. And I work in a college town. And one day I was walking down the street and I noticed two of our most prominent pizza shops directly across the street from one another. And I thought about sort of the college drama that sometimes occurs. And I thought, what if, do they fight? Do they ever have like social media wars? Who has the best crust? Who's got the biggest slice? And then I thought, what happened if maybe two people from warring pizza shops fell in love? And between Soda Guy and, a modern retelling of Romeo and Juliet,
right,
that's really where the foundation for the Pizza Guy from Beachside came from. And then I just wanted to put them near the ocean and have a little bit of fun in some of my favorite places. So Beachside is a mashup of Ocean City, Maryland and Bar Harbor, Maine. And the stories just started to flow from there.
Well, and it was so fun. I mean, and I have to say, I loved that Heidi, who is our heroine, I love that she had her skateboard. Like, I loved that.
Yeah.
Her longboard, yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that's so, that was her like mode of transportation. And I just thought that was so awesome. Because I don't remember, like, I can't think of reading heroines who skateboard. I really can't. I can't come up with a story that
Because I feel like it's telling about her right away before we even see her, is that he's watched her, like every day. And you figure you skateboard, carefree, relaxed, just so we get a vibe from her before we even meet her.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really a cool way for you to, introduce her to us.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that translated, because that's what I wanted. I wanted her to have that, because she is a California girl. So I wanted her to have that cool, mellow vibe from the get-go. And I thought, how can I get her down and back along the boardwalk. And we're also familiar with, the bikes and the tricycles and all of those things that you see on the boardwalk. I thought, let's do something a little bit different. So I just had this vision of her, just rolling down the boardwalk. And
yeah. I loved it. I love that.
Hey, thank you.
And I liked how Nana was a little, Nana was a little matchmaker in the beginning.
Right away. Here, he's single. Take him.
Yes, I know. It was like, please.
Yeah, it's so, the one thing that I consistently hear from people that have read the book is that they love Nana and they want more Nana. And she is present in every single book. And, the way you see Nana in The Pizza Guy is definitely the way you see her throughout the entire series. She is just so much fun to write.
She's a Spitfire. Nana's a Spitfire.
Yes.
Yes.
I also loved the relationship Zeke had with his brothers. I loved the dialogue you have with them going back and forth at each other, and I love that they work together and all the food. And I don't want to give too much away about like stuff, but like Milo and Leo, just the garden. I don't know. I love that they're there for each other so much, and they give each other it's so good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy family relationships like that. It
was so fun to write. And that was part of the other part of the purpose in writing the story was that I wanted it to feel good across all levels. So I wanted to write this really fun and connected family. And I really wanted to create this understanding that there's just open acceptance. Like we love and we are here for each other. And the brothers really came together as I was writing them in a very organic way. I knew what I wanted their individual personalities to look like and to be. And from there, they bloomed. And the garden, I think, was one of my favorite things to write. And just their love for one another was just so heartwarming.
Yeah.
I also love that they'll push each other. So at the beginning, which I think we can safely talk about because we don't like to give away too many spoilers.
Right.
But when he's like, Zeke will do it, and pushes him up for her.
Yeah. It's it's a little push, and it's also a little it's such a brother thing. I don't want to do this. I did it last year. You're doing it. Yeah. It's they're messing with each other. Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah.
Poseidon and the mermaid. It was Aquaman vibes. It's
Yeah. It was definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So the rival businesses, the rival pizzas, right? And how the rivalry started because Gus accused the other family of stealing his recipes.
I know. I mean, there's so much passion and love and attention and detail that goes into crafting a family recipe.
Yeah.
And I know from my own family experiences, nobody makes stuffing like my mother makes stuffing. Nobody. She, she has that recipe and she knows it. It's all up here. And I thought, okay, what if someone tried to, do a redo of I call it mommy stuffing, tried to redo mommy stuffing. It would never, and I know that she would know they would never make it right because it's her recipe. So I really wanted to touch on that. This is the thing that's integral to our family that represents who we are and we guard that fiercely.
Yeah. And I loved how Heidi was just so she was so I don't know why I want to say competent because that's but she was such she knows the bit she knows the business, she knows the food, she knows the social media, she knows all of this. And it was so I have to say I got a little frustrated with Gus. I was like, dude, I don't want to say, again, we don't like to give stuff, but Gus.
There is definitely that. What I really wanted to highlight with the relationship between Gus and Heidi is that there is this vast generational difference.
Yes.
And, she is, young and energetic and, and competent. Absolutely. And she can tell you, I did this.
Yeah.
I know what will help Martalucci's grow. And it is that hesitation. And part of it is because she's a young woman. And part of it is because, she's relocating to take over this business. And part of it is that Gus is extremely rooted in everything he knows and understands. So that is it's a battle.
Yeah, and that definitely comes across.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just really well done. So
yeah.
Thank you.
And I felt like he wasn't quite ready. I felt like too, like he was not ambivalent, like a little ambivalent about retiring. Like that's his identity. That restaurant is who he is. And so, when even his granddaughter wants to come in and make some changes, it's like, wait a minute, but this is who I am. This is who we are.
Well, not that I'm happy that you were frustrated with him, but I'm really glad that translated so well.
I really liked too, like kind of going back to the brothers and this acceptance and like, knowing that Heidi was important to Zeke and it was like really all it took was just, like a look from Zeke and, the brothers were like all in, like, okay, we're gonna, we'll help you out. Here's stuff from our garden here. Like it was just it was so lovely.
That first moment where Heidi is revealed, to Milo, and wait, what is this? But you're like, and that this is brand new, but it's okay. All right, it's okay. Yeah. Come on. I really wanted that value of the Casanos to come through.
One of the characters that I really enjoyed, the mayor,
Sadie.
I really just thought, is she going to be in the other? I thought she was fun.
Oh, yes. Yeah, she is a staple in the Beachside community. So she is in every book.
I thought the social media aspect with them, with the videos and everything, was just like a brilliant thing.
And I thought it was fun too. Like I thought it was how they kind of thought that they were being slick. And they weren't hiding anything from anyone.
They work together and they become social media influencers. And it's this very, clear plan that they're going to hide in plain sight without realizing and recognizing that they can't hide how they truly feel for one another. And it's transparent. Part of the social media aspect was designed to, first of all, I just want to say, I love that you were transported, Susan, you were transported back to, your memories you dropped right on the boardwalk. And that was really what I wanted to do for everyone who picks up this book. We're coming off a year and a half of not being able to participate in some of the things that have brought us joy our entire lives, like going to the beach, seeing our families, being, free to enjoy. So I really wanted to create a little escape for everyone. If you can't go to the beach, or if you want to go back to the beach, come to Beachside. You're welcome to come to Beachside anytime you like. Utilizing that social media aspect, I thought, because social media has taken over all of our lives in such a tremendous way, how do we convey to people, this is where you want to be, and help us revitalize our town, and let us share with you this fun and these great moments. So it really was a lot of fun thinking about how they could convey and share their world with everyone else.
Pizza Guy is out now.
Yeah.
Fry Guy is coming out
the end of this month, July 27th.
Milo.
Yay!
Milo.
And then Donut Guy comes out in August, you said?
In August, yes. So that will be Leo's story.
So much food.
I love that. And that was something I wanted to ask you about. You, as the author, had to craft menus for these places.
A lot of the inspiration for the stories, or for the food, and also the story, like the visual inspiration, I glean a lot from Pinterest. I started thinking about because I needed Beachside Boys to be a constant, perpetual
Yeah.
Thing. I needed them there morning through night. And how could I do that? And, you think about things that are commercially available in the grocery store. And I thought, okay, you can get a microwavable egg sandwich. But I thought, oh, Zeke could make that
I love
a
that
million
idea.
times better.
Yeah.
So, what could he do? How could he do it? And thinking about like pasties or hand pies, that you would traditionally eat. Well, I traditionally eat them like in the fall and winter. I thought, oh, we'll just put some egg in there with that potato, and okay, there we go. We have a breakfast calzone. So looking and being inspired by what other people have out there, and then modifying that so that it fit for Zeke and even for Heidi. Some of the things that she incorporates into the Martelluzzi's menu.
I loved all of the food and all of the, you're reading, and then you might want to like go see what you can forage in your pantry to try to recreate something. And then it brings you closer to the characters when you're having that. So, I don't know. Yeah.
Absolutely. There was more than one occasion when I was writing Fry Guy that I just had French fries for lunch. I was like, Milo, you're going to ruin everything that I have worked for.
I don't see the problem. I don't know what you're talking about. I see no problem.
Bad, but I love you so much.
I went with dessert pizza.
Ooh.
So in the book, the dessert pizza has a brie filling and a fruit topping. I did a deconstructed breakfast pizza. So it is basically a plate of, I've got brie, and I've got plums and strawberries and apples. And so I thought you would just take your little cracker and put your little piece of brie on there, and then your little fruit topping. You don't have to turn your oven on. I was heat wave inspired for this.
Yes.
I love it.
And then I did actually make this from scratch. I made lemonade.
Nice.
So I did squeeze my own lemons.
Nice.
I don't have bourbon, so I couldn't add a little alcohol to this. But I thought just lemonade is a good summertime.
That's very summer. Yeah.
Drink.
Oh, that's nice.
That's just so light and refreshing. I love
it. So, so like I said, I love fries, and I know it's a pizza place, but I figured Fry Guy still is working there.
Yes.
So we made homemade, sweet potato fries.
Ooh,
nice.
And
I love sweet potato fries.
I do too. And then, my daughter made spicy ketchup.
Ooh.
And so it has cayenne pepper, and I forget what, I don't know what.
Nice.
Yeah. And the fries have, there's garlic powder, or garlic something, and salt and pepper, and something else. Maybe there might be paprika. There's paprika, and they're really good. So we got in
really good.
They are, and then for me, summer is mojito. I think it's a great summer drink, and so this is what Mr. Mayer did make this for me, because my mojitos always come out looking really very, very sad. And the mint is always, they look like dirty water is really what my mojitos look like. I don't know what I do wrong, but so mojito, which I'm gonna have a list of.
Fantastic.
Nice.
That's such a refreshing drink.
I always think fries at the beach just taste better.
They do.
I mean, fries are good in general, but just beach fries are just...
They're so much better.
I don't know. Maybe it's the salt air. I don't know. But they always just taste like... I think everything's better at the beach. That's just me, but...
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I actually, it's funny. I had that same conversation with my husband that we were making fries. And I thought when we started talking about going to, Thrasher's Fries on the boardwalk.
Love Thrasher's.
And just and then you get you have the memory
taste.
of the fantastic taste. And you're like, what I just made is nothing compared to that.
I know.
It's time for a road trip.
Time to go.
Even when you put on because we'll do the vinegar on and it's still not the same as
What I actually realized was I don't ever put vinegar on my fries, with the exception of when I'm at the beach. For me, that is just a beach
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Well, we do it to try to replicate the beat, and you can't. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
It must be the salt air.
It is the salt.
Must be.
You have the other 2 books coming out. Do you have anything else on the horizon that you want to share with us?
So my goal right now is to continue more with the Beachside Boys.
Oh, good.
And I am plotting and writing more, and I'm working on my writing schedule to be able to get those books out. This was the first time I've ever attempted a rapid release, doing the 3 novellas, and I learned a lot. And just trying to streamline and refocus that process. It was a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I'd like to continue. This family, this group, is just a joy, and I'd like to continue moving them forward. So
I love that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We had so much fun reading, and the food. Oh, the food. Yeah. The food.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Great. That's so good. That's so wonderful to hear. Thank you.
So thank you so much for hanging out with us, Piper.
Excellent. Thank you for having me. This was lovely.
We'll put Piper's information in the box below so everyone can check out your website and read your wonderful books. And thank you for spending time with us. And thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you on our next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.